Good evening, folks. It is Wednesday night, and it is time for IndieCD's Creatives at Play. I know I said I wouldn't be here for long tonight. I actually will be here for the full show. My co-worker's taking the first part of the shift. I'm going to go in later tonight and watch them finish putting in guardrails. So I will be here. And with me, as always, we do have Trey.
Hi.
And Dawn. And we do have Dan. And Rich. And and Foxy. And we'll add Rich's into here. And for the thing that I've been alluding to all week on Nick's Nevermind the Furthermore, my latest hobby, paracord.
Nope. Hi, everybody.
And yes, I do have more paracord on order. It's coming in 100-foot links. I will make sure to save some for Holocon.
For what reason, Joe?
Just in case.
Right. For reasons, though.
I've got a couple different flavors right up there.
Flavors. Mm-hmm.
Is it like Gatorade? Do you tell the flavor by the color?
Oh, Lord. Nope. Mm-mm. You guys make it so easy and difficult at the same time.
Yeah.
That's us.
Yep.
And as always, we do have the music of Mr. Dan Hollifield that we'll be playing tonight, which you can find the links to all his music on IndieCD.org or go to Bandcamp. And actually, this Friday should be... It's the first Friday of the month, right?
I think it is.
Yep.
Oh.
So be sure to check out Dan Hollifield and Bladed Thesis this Friday on Bandcamp. As any purchases you make, all the money will go directly to them.
Good.
And let's see, let's go from the One Night Only album.
Oh, I'm actually playing bass guitar on that.
Ooh.
So you get to hear me actually play an instrument.
And that is the third album down. Let's see, it's 1, 2...
3 down, 4 across.
Do-si-do your partner.
Right.
I have a question. With there's being so many of us, I kind of like the format like this, and if somebody's showing something that, like they need to see, we can beg and aim from there.
Yeah.
Is there so many of us that we turn into like teeny tiny little thingamaboppers?
Yep. And I won't need the second camera tonight because I was unable to find the rivets I need for the project that I'm working on. But I was able to find a gracious supply of soft leather that I will be using for the body of the tote bag for flatware that I will be making.
I just rearranged
Not
everything.
the flatware, just the tote bag. Yeah.
And actually, I lied. We won't be playing from One Night Only because apparently I don't have that on here anymore.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. It's still under this one. Thought it was. Did I have that on this one?
I don't know.
No, I didn't have it on behind the coat either. Huh.
Weird.
I know I had it at one point.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go with, you know what, we'll just play from the Displaced Detective Suite, which was based on Stephanie Osborne's novel, The Displaced Detective. And you can find her links at IndieCD.org. And we'll go with number 9, Moriarty.
You know, if you scoot it over just a little bit, Foxy, the way I have you and Dan set up.
I noticed it. I saw it. I giggled.
Either she needs to scoot slightly left or Dan needs to go slightly right, and it'd be perfectly lined up. There we go.
There we go.
I have way too much fun.
Oh yeah.
So what are you working on tonight, Rich?
Oh, we're making hearts.
Ooh, nice.
So I ended up goofing up when I was doing this one because I was actually doing this one in the car while waiting for Misty to get out of her doctor's appointment yesterday so that we can go to my doctor's appointment. So this link right here should be on the link below it. But the way it is right there, it cocks it to the side a little bit. But that's how I draw my hearts. So I'm like, screw it. I'm going to keep it that way.
That works.
That works. And thank you, Joey. I got confused.
Yeah. No, trust me, I do that every once in a while myself.
That's my normal state of
Right.
But you know what? You said you draw your hearts like that, so that actually, I love that it's got that personalized touch to it, Rich. That's
Right.
awesome.
Yeah, when I saw that, I'm like, it just makes it more, me.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then we'll make Joey's hands big. What do you make it, Joey?
Well, this is going to be a paracord bracelet using the Cobra weave for the pattern.
Is that the same pattern you did to my bracelet?
Yes. It's the only pattern I currently know because it's one of the simplest ones to actually do.
Oh, that explains
YouTube,
why you
Mr.
haven't
Coop.
attempted the G.I. Joe weave yet.
Exactly. Well, that one I have to order the American flag colored paracord for.
Oh,
so
yes, indeed.
And I just realized we should probably let Dawn get into the comments.
Wait, we got one more thing here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Hold on.
Yep.
And Foxy, what you got going on?
I'm gonna try and finish my flowers.
Okay.
Oh, those are so pretty.
So pretty. Trey and I aren't French, can you tell? And Trey, what you got going on here?
So this will end up looking like cats stacked on top of each other, hopefully, if I did it right.
Okay.
Yep. So hopefully starting the next row, they will start looking like cats.
And as for me,
Hold on here.
as I said, I'm only working on mental designs at the moment because I was unable to locate the rivets that I need in order to do the job. But I will be taking this piece of very stiff, very white leather and making something sort of like that to keep this very, very soft square yard of, I think it's goat skin, or might even be lamb skin, I'm not sure. I needed a little 8 by 8 inch piece to make a velcroed symbol to go on my steampunk Flash costume. And a crafter I knew back then, but I haven't heard from in a long while, sent me that
Oh,
for nothing.
nice. Even better.
And
Very nice.
indeed. But I just found that, and I found a bunch of extra bags of scrap leather today that are almost as pliable, but not quite. But it is scrap, so I might have to find other projects that the pieces will actually fit. But yeah, that's
Decoration too.
Yeah.
well, yeah. this and get the air out of the plastic bag so it doesn't take up too much room. That's about it. You don't have to have me full screen anymore, but
Okay.
they came in here to see Dawn and Trey. They didn't come in here to see me.
They came here to see me. They came in here to try to break me and make me laugh and cough my brains out.
Yeah,
And I did. When I was at the craft store, I bought myself another awl so that my first one will turn up eventually.
Well, that's how that works.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and start on comments. Since I want to just put this out there. We are broadcasting to multiple channels on multiple platforms. So I will get to everybody's comment. It might take a little bit of time, but I will get there. We do read them in the order that they do come in. Luckily, Kick now is talking with StreamYard. So those I don't have to copy and paste anymore. So that's one good thing. So we'll go ahead and get started here. We have somebody named Well, I go, sister.
Hello, sister.
You knew I was joking, right, Trey?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you kind of looked like for a second.
That's why I was like, who is that? Hit you with my face.
And Dan's with us this evening. Good evening, Dan. And Foxy is with us.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, it's funny because Tara is... she's been on with us before. She's not able to make it tonight, but we have Dan and Foxy and Joey, who are all saying hi to everybody, but they're all on screen.
Right here.
Well, we weren't all on screen together at that point.
I know. And there is
Oh.
Donna. Hello, Donna.
We had about 2 hours to go before I put my good evening comment in the chat.
And Tara says she's multitasking tonight. She's finishing up her ASM for the year.
You're what now?
I was kind of wondering the same thing because ASM could be. Nope. And Donna says the Woodsman dude gave Charcoal some medicine paste on her butt. She came in and cuddled with me for comforting. He stuck his head in the door and she is dead.
Oh,
Goodness.
Oh, he's got mad Charcoal Kitty.
Well, evidently it wasn't the fun medical paste then.
And Donna laughed too. Let's see here. And Carl's saying hello to everyone, but and letting us know that him and Charcoal have made up. Good.
That's right.
And she even laid down on his lap for a while. She's a good kitty. Yes, she is.
Hmm.
And oh, look, there's Rich.
I think I'm the only one that didn't go in and say hi, so I was slacking.
I slack every time.
I stopped in at OMG stream and Tasha's stream though, so I was making my rounds saying hi to the other friends.
I did not make it to Oh My God, nor did I make it over to Zach. Not our Zachy, but Tasha's Zachy. I kind of was, space cadetting. But I did make it to Sisters of the Hook for a minute. Carl is saying hey to Rich, and he read that very, very, very wrong, Carl.
Am I?
Is that green room reading, Rich?
It's Richie. Everything's green room.
Just assume. Smiling
I mean,
nod.
That tracks.
You might as well be asking me if it's green room. Of course it is.
Why would you assume otherwise?
Really? Y'all know me.
I'm wearing a green shirt. I've got a green, placemat that I'm doing stuff on. Green's my thing.
And Thesis is with us. Hi, Thesis.
Hi, Thesis.
Those that don't know, Thesis and Foxy are... I don't know where I was going to go with that for a second. I almost went.
They're on that middle camera.
Yeah, we're going to go with that. Yep. That almost went like total green room.
Yep.
Well, if Kitty were here, you could go total green room with it. I mean...
And Thesis is getting greeted from Carl and Donna. And looks like Thesis put a new video out.
Yeah. So it was
Saw
up
that.
yet.
Drop the link.
Shit.
Oh, and he saw the comment. Here's the link for Saturday night's tea house.
I've got that on my watch later list.
Okay. And Pops is joining us. Hello, Pops. He is from the Madness Entertainment Group, the Meg.tv. If you want to check out all the shows that he has, please check that out and visit that website. And there is Kitty. Kitty is here.
Hey.
No, we're not going green room
Worked
now.
on that.
And Donna is doing my job for me, so don't forget to like and share, folks. And greetings to Kitty. And Carl was scared there for a minute, for a while there. And Midnight Maharaja is joining us. Hello, Midnight.
Hey, Midnight.
And Carl is slapping his like on the wall.
I mean,
Like a Muncie
never mind. I
sticker.
won't ask what we ask our friend. You know what? I'm just gonna do this now. Just gonna do this right now.
Go ahead and do it because.
I'm just first. I'm gonna do this part. We're gonna slap that up there because we need to. Where's? I can't find the actual picture. Where's it at?
What time zone is midnight from?
There we go.
He is 3 hours ahead of me, so whatever that is.
Somewhere over here near me. Eastern time, it
hours
sounds
ahead.
like.
3 hours ahead of you. That would be Atlantic time.
Oh, he's way over there.
Because Easterns would only be 2 hours ahead of
Yeah.
Thesis.
Yeah.
So that means to us he's 2 a.m. Maharaja.
And Donna is greeting all of us. Full house.
Sorry for the joke.
Hello.
2 queens and 3 jacks. No, wait, we got
some jokers. We got some jokers. So
okay. I'll be a joker.
I'll just say I fit more of a joker than a jack.
You notice how none of them have claimed to be kings.
And of course, we know that
I know.
Joey is Trey's Mr. J.
My Mr. J.
You do that so well.
He's my Mr. J.
He has a practice.
It's scary, isn't it? How well she does that.
Hey Joe, give us the look. Give us the smile. Give us that death glare smile, and see if it works out.
Oh, the
Sure.
one that I do for Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. J. You're making me feel so good.
He's too creative at play, not creative as being normal.
And Joe was a clown.
Creative.
Yep.
I was.
Or technically, are you still a clown? And is it like the Marines? Once a clown, always a clown.
I don't have the makeup anymore, and I'm too cheap to buy it.
Stuff's
Don't say
expensive.
that. Somebody will get you the makeup.
Oh no, I used the Bozo grade clown makeup that you could literally sweat in and not have sweat actually coming down your face.
I know.
Like,
Girls
And
with
lose
airport
20
artists.
pounds every performance.
uh-huh.
Look at Congress. You know, there's plenty of Congress. There's
Oh,
plenty of clowns not wearing makeup.
Yeah, that's true.
Sarah's joining us. She said, "Hey guys, Blackheart. Listening while eating a late dinner. I'm missing all sorts of shows. You know what? We get it, Sarah. Life happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nope.
There's
We get
things
it.
that I need to catch up on that I never will, and I don't mean it on purpose.
Yeah, I'm way behind on shows.
And Nick wants to know. Wait, did Nick say hi?
Don't know if he said hi, but he's here.
Oh, hi, Nick.
We saw him over on Tasha's show.
I saw him over there, but I didn't realize he had popped over here. He wonders about crochet/knitting paracord.
Probably this size up. Actually.
Ooh.
I think
Um,
knitting would
yeah, it
actually
would
be
be less size.
easier than crocheting.
I think it would depend on the rate
Depends on what you're
too.
making with it.
Oops. somebody's father is here.
Hey, Dale.
Okay, I'm like,
I was gonna say I don't think my dad knows
It,
how to use
it's not
YouTube.
mine unless heaven has a really good Wi-Fi.
I was
and
about
there's,
to say, if it's mine, there's issues.
and there's a whole bunch of greetings. Well, yeah, that's why I was like, and then I was like, is somebody a father's or like a priest?
I was gonna say it's either Dawn's or mine.
I'm gonna say technically I'm ordained now, so
Truth.
Me too.
that and Trey doesn't call me father. It's more. Oh wait, never mind.
Truth. I'm in the green room. Actually, I'm in the green room.
Oh, Mr. J, right?
Mr. J.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of greetings for everybody.
We're doing really bad at not green rooming tonight.
I know. There is
Well, it's us. What do you think?
Yeah.
It was 10 my fathers, not 10 O'Daddies.
Hey, you guys. I want to read this one here. Xander says hi.
Hey, Xander.
Hi,
Hey, Xander.
Mwah.
Hey, Xander.
And,
Hope you're feeling better, bud.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, we've been worried about you.
and that will keep us out of the green room for a little bit. And there's more greetings. And Sarah says, hi, guys, and a loud, fun hi to Xander from Sarah. And there is the link for Dan Hollifield's band camp. Like Joey was saying, they get money. All the monies this weekend, this Friday.
Yes.
Yep.
So hold on, I got to get through everybody here. Okay.
Money, money, money.
And Daniel Berry Sports Highlights is joining us. He says, hey, everyone, happy Wednesday.
Howdy.
Hi, hi.
I got it.
Really?
Ringy ding.
I will be back.
Fearless leader.
And there's greetings and more greetings to Xander. Hope you're feeling better. You know, so I just skim over. I love y'all, but I'm skimming over everybody's, but the ones for Xander, because he's a special place in my heart.
Xander.
And there is a hey, and Houston Dave is joining us. Hello. This penguin waddles into the chat. I do need to go back and watch that, I believe, because there was a penguin party as one of the
Nice.
thumbnails or something today, and I was at my appointment
Oh,
for that part. So,
I gotta redeem my stuff for Lindsay.
I'm doing pretty good Monday today, considering.
I got some stuff while I was on the toll road. So.
Oh,
Safely. I was not driving.
Okay.
I was not driving. I was a passenger.
and apparently I was too excited by Joe's paracord. I wasn't excited about it. What was said before the show.
We were amused by it.
Now I don't even remember how I worded that.
It was hilarious.
Well, you were kind of speechless when I mentioned the paracord net, the hunting net to just sneak up behind you with and tie you to the chair.
The industrial grade tie downs for Dawn.
Yeah, there we go. That was it.
I mean, we wouldn't need to even tie it. We could just flip it. Flippy.
They're slip knots. I mean, seriously.
Done. And we could use the breakaways, so in case of emergency.
And Ted says, "Is that me?" I don't know what me is, but okay. You would think after all this time he knows I'm on a live show that I'm coming into the room and just saying stuff, but no. Let's see, and greetings to Dave, and OMG is here. Hello, OMG.
Hey.
I am sorry I didn't make it today. I will be perfectly honest. I space cadetted, but I hope that your show went well today.
Banging show as usual.
Yes. So if you don't follow him on Kick, you need to go follow him on Kick. And there is greetings from Dave. And Donna said the music was a little loud. I did adjust that down. So let's see here. Carl goes, the wristband is like the one Mike and or Julie made for me. He still has it. Oh. And remember, Nick says, Cobra and G.I. Joe are both equipped by the same Megacorp, Hasbro.
Oh, Megacorp. The true enemy.
And Donna has one as well. She still has it. And it's purple, of course, because it's purple. Purple. And Mike made it. Purple.
Joe also made me a keychain. Hey, Ruby.
And I don't. Okay,
Hello.
I think purple. Oh, hold on here. Let me.
Yeah.
There we go.
Joe made me a keychain.
That's cool looking.
So yes.
And Ruby is here tonight. Hello. And Nick said scrap leather is an amazing resource.
Tell me about it. Yeah, you can do so much with that, even if you have to patch pieces together.
Where am I?
I'm excited. There's a leather shop that opened last year in the mall here, and I haven't got a chance to go in there except for once. But they do classes and things like that. I really want to check that out. So
Yeah.
And Donna is greeting Ruby, and so is Carl. And Nick is telling Ruby that he found a video demoing Scottish single stick.
Ooh. Well, that's cool.
And not the green room, but I know he's talking fencing. But
Yes.
fencing can have some really naughty sounding things. I know.
Oh, yes, it does. Yeah. It very much.
Rich wants to know that if it really does talk to StreamYard.
Yes, it does.
Look at that, Rich. Rich, look, see?
No, I don't believe it. You're hallucinating it.
I know, right? Like, what's the catch? What's the catch?
And Tara said, yes, I know you were joking, Dawn. I know it's been a hot minute. And today was finally the last day of school. Oof.
What?
And ASM
Oh, the safety meeting.
safety meeting. We have to do it to maintain our yellow cards. We also get paid once all drivers have completed. There are so many comments I want to make on that, but I won't.
These are the things and the stuff.
And OMG says, sounds like the kitty got some hot cross buns.
With the medical paste, yes.
Woo.
Okay, I was like, which kitty? Because there's a lot of kitty stories. I'm like, the person kitty,
Charcoal.
Mr. Healy monster. I'm like going, huh?
All 15, 16, however many we've got. Yeah.
And Nick is also telling people that they need to like, share, and subscribe for more of this.
Right.
You really had to add the for more of this. Do you really think people want to see more of this?
If you want more of this,
Yeah.
Well, people keep watching.
And if you want us to stop, throw extra money at us, and we might consider it. We
Denise
won't.
Hello.
but-
Is that cherry Coke or Diet Coke?
New Coke.
Oh, New Coke.
Nieslings, hello. Hi, girls.
Kitty is here. And Ruby, it says Scottish stick. Please share. Sarah's like, hey, midnight. I keep zoning out and missing shows. The derp to the lasting fog.
You need to slow down between Scottish and stick.
Scottish stick.
Because that's not what I heard.
Yeah.
Sounded like you were talking about someone with a variant of my first name. From Edinburgh.
Oh my God.
No, I'm not modeling the kilt again. You'll have to wait for Alcon to see it.
Good thing I said the O, because if I would have said it with a short I, that would have been bad.
Oh, goodness.
Anyways, where are we? Nick shared it to the Historical Fencing Guild public Facebook group, Ruby.
I will pick it up and share it to you, Ruby.
And Midnight is he's Canadian from the PEI.
I don't know what those letters mean.
Pacific? No, that'd be Atlantic. Never mind. I have no clue. Dave said Mr. Bozo in the morning before going to school was the best.
I always saw it on Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
I don't remember when I'd see him, but
It
wasn't the
was
same-
Saturdays for us, but we were in Tennessee, so it just probably took a while for the signal to get back up into the mountains.
No. I mean,
So
it was in Chicago, and we grew up in the Chicagoland area, and it was Saturday.
welcome back, Joey.
So these morons.
So
Oh,
pretty
God.
extreme icy bits.
Go on with these morons story because those are always great.
So my coworker's out there right now,
Yeah.
and the guy wants to stand there and have a conversation with him in the rain on the side of 8094.
Of course.
Which our coworker will not do because
Right.
he has a brain.
But he's like, well, what time do we have to be off here? And he goes, do we have to be off here at 5? And Tony goes, well, yeah, I'd give TCS an hour to get everything picked up, which is about what it takes them. So, yeah, you got to be off the road by 5. Well, what's the penalty for being over?
A lot.
It's $1,000 an hour. Apparently, they want to wait until the rain stops to start working on it.
It's not supposed to stop until like 3 a.m.
Well, now the radar's showing 9:45.
God. So they're
And it's
just
only supposed to take them 6 hours. So, if they start working on it at 10, they'll still be done before 5.
Allegedly.
But if they decide to work it, I am going to be out there the whole night and making sure they are off the road by 5.
Yeah, because TCS isn't going to want to pay the penalty.
You really take your ticket book.
So,
Oh man. Yeah, send them an email saying per our conversation because they're going to try we didn't know clause. Like,
it's in the CIB. They can't
I know,
claim they
but
didn't know anything.
they always try to claim that.
Mm.
We didn't know. Well, how'd you bid it? It's always how'd you bid it.
Mm.
Okay.
Thank you, Kitty.
We didn't know. Why didn't you read the contract?
Okay. Thank you. It makes more sense now.
Oh, and there's Dad. Hi, Dad. Great
Hey,
to see you.
Dale.
Hopefully, Dan is well.
Hey, Dale.
Guess what? I'll be there in a couple weeks.
Are we getting another Colin?
I don't know for sure. If it is, it's going to have to be probably like a special night and time type of thing.
Okay.
So,
Because it was
I don't
very
know.
enjoyable.
we could just have a I don't know. We'll come up with something. I have time.
We can do it on like one of my shows or something.
Yeah.
Where I'm
Kitty-
just
Just call it definitely not the Muncie Show.
Kitty said, I'll see if I can share it for you, Ruby. And right, Dave, and there's greetings to Dad, a whole bunch. And he says, bless you, all my family, since he's now the father. God.
yes, Father.
He's the Gordita grandpa.
Yes.
Yeah, but that makes me the old weird uncle. I can run with that.
I was going to say you were kind of that before, so I mean.
I mean, you are an old.
Weren't you already dead?
Remember, we have
Birth, apparently.
we have the Father Dale, and then we have the old God of Appalachia, Dan. See, we're good. We're covered.
But I don't pay people speeding tickets.
Sarah said, in here, Harley was originally intended to be a throwaway character.
I know, and like she wasn't even original to the comic. She started in the cartoon.
But they
There were Harley Quinns in the comics. It's just not associated with the Joker.
Yeah, but Harley Quinn, as we know her now,
Yeah,
actually started in the cartoon in the 90s.
Hmm.
yeah. In the Tim. Oh God, I can never remember his last name when
Yeah.
I went to.
Yeah,
yeah.
that one.
And Carl said that will keep us out of the green room, said Dawn, hopefully. Hey, Xander brings, I will say, Xander brings out the best of us.
He does.
He does. He really brings out the best of us. And Kitty says book thesis.
No, jeez. Dang. Not even subtle.
She's starting to nag in shorthand.
Just saying.
She's getting serious about this. They says you're in trouble.
Hi, Mallory.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Witzman dude. Mhm. And here's the link for his latest video for this and Carl's laughing at and with Kitty. And Dad said, so love the welcomes. Oh, by the way, did Mom get her thing in the mail from that place that I can't say because of the people that are watching?
That wasn't cryptic at all.
No, not at all.
Whoa.
Dang.
Girl said, people keep watching. What? There's a choice? Yes, there is a choice, and we are glad you choose.
Or that Adam and Eve
For
catalog.
some people, there's a choice. For others, there's no choice. We'll find
For others, there's paracord.
For some, there's a choice. For others, there's consequences.
Exactly. Somehow Joe made paracord handcuffs. What the heck?
Whoa!
Oh,
Dawn's face.
You threatened to tie me to
That is-
chairs with paracord, and now you're talking about the paracord handcuffs. Really?
That's paracord handcuffs are not hard to do.
Step for when you need to be like secured to the bed.
Oh,
That's, we're gonna stop there because not the green room.
yep.
Hmm.
And we're going to go ahead because it is way past the time. I'm going to go ahead and play an ad. So give me a second here while I do the stuff that I need to do to play an ad because, you know. And here we go.
Because we definitely don't want to play a divide.
Where'd they go? Oh, they're there. Okay, where do we want to go?
To the left.
No, the
I'm
other
gonna
one.
The other left.
I will admit that I am playing this one just because we all know how
Son of a.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indiecd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
I figured I'd play all the queens.
No, you guys just missed so many things that were making me laugh. Okay, so first I just hear Rich go, son of a, and then your ad starts up. And then Joe appears behind me and starts doing crab style. Like,
Crab
He was
Dash.
doing crab style.
Like, just I can't, guys. Tree is broken.
So every time I hear the music for Trey's ad, and this is nothing against it or anything like that. I love the ad. I love the music. In my head, I just see two Muppets from the wrong side of Sesame Street. Just coming up like they're about to do a gangster battle rap against each other.
Yes. Excellent.
Oh, that is so
I love that
funny.
mental image.
Yes, right? Like, I'm just imagining, like, Grover, but in a, like, with a scar over his eye and a, like, leather jacket.
And a do-rag.
And a
But he's-
do-rag, yes.
He's still wearing his Super Grover red cape.
Yes.
And then the yup nopes, right behind him.
Yes. Oh, gosh. They're just, oh, who would be the hype man? It's Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy is the hype man.
And you know how you always have to have the mean dog? You're going to have Barkley over going, ruff, ruff, ruff.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And we have completely lost it.
It's all.
Did we ever have it to lose it?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Did I ever have it, Dad? Apparently, this I do worry about because apparently I probably never did. Dad said you never want to cross the human buns and it could be a destination regretted later.
Oh my.
And Carl said, we're overly friendly here, Dale.
Are we though? Are we? We only nibble a little bit.
Dave says, kilt jokes, kilt con.
No, this is not going to be a men without pants party at Halicon. No.
Oh Lord.
And Sarah says to spell out International House of Pancakes and then add Ness at the end.
All right, there we go.
Oh, gotta say it out loud. Nope.
Nope.
No.
And the new Bozo was never like the original. Well, I can't
Oh
help
no.
it. Add me as late as you did in life.
So we always watched like the Bozo documentary thing like every Christmas.
Okay.
Along with like Hard Rock Coco and Joe. Yeah, the old Bozo was interesting.
Mm.
I didn't know that Dad ever watched Bozo. I don't know if Dad ever knew if I watched Bozo. Anyways, Dave said, you're right, Saturday Bozo show. And Kitty says, PEI, Prince Edward Island, it's a province up here. Yes.
That makes more sense now.
Thank you.
I could not think of what it could stand for.
Yeah. Too much stuff in brain.
Yeah, I always hear Tosh talking about the Newfies. And I'm like, that doesn't stand for Newfies. What could it stand for?
The reason I know that is because there is a play called Come From Away.
Okay.
And it takes place, basically it is kind of semi-biographical of what took place on September 11th, 2001 in a little town in Newfoundland, where all the planes were directed to that town when
yeah.
I went to the play a few years back. I laughed my ass off and I cried because oh my God, if you have a chance to ever see that,
Okay.
it is a musical, but the music is fun. Yes, please go see that. Okay.
I would love to see it. I've only heard the music from it. I heard a couple of songs from it that ended up in my playlist randomly because I listen to all sorts of weird stuff. And I'm like, okay, I have to find the entire thing and listen to the entire thing. And I want to see the show now.
Oh, yes, you should. You should. If you have an opportunity, go watch it. It is. Oh,
That's one that they should definitely, film for the silver screen.
yeah. Yes, definitely.
Right.
I guess it was.
And it's got a good message.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Welcome back, Joseph.
Howdy.
Hey, what's in that container, Joe?
Huh?
What's in that container, Joe? Vodka.
Nothing strong yet.
Okay.
Regular
But if
Dubby.
he calls you one more time,
Wait, is
No,
that
just my Dubby.
Yeah, it's Fred.
Hold on here. I can't get you up there. It won't let me grab you.
There it is. I was gonna say, don't you have an affiliate link with them?
I do, and it's in the
There we
description of the show.
There we go. Rock that affiliate link.
I don't know what all it is, but it's in the description of the show.
Dubby good. Yay, Dubby. Caffeine. Water. Yeah.
Dubby keeps me hydrated and from murdering people.
Right. Dubby, people alive.
There are several things that do that for me. I do believe
Dubby a credit card. Dubby is free.
Right.
I do have a reply to Carl's comment there. No, Dawn hasn't read it yet, so.
Oh, okay. Wait till I get there. Let's see here. Carl said, "Don't be taking the weird uncle spot from me, Dan."
That's the thing about a family. You got room for lots of weird uncles.
That's the other sad, thing is that you got to work in shifts.
Yeah. Excuse me.
That's what my aunt says.
Dave wants to know if Bozo the Clown and Harley Quinn are related.
I mean, possibly.
That's very possible. And
I wonder if Bozo ever was in either Marvel or DC Comics, other than as an advertisement.
And which one was the origin story, and which one's the retirement?
Those are both very good questions.
Dad said, "Nothing is weird here, and we all are one now in spirit. No, well, no old uncles here."
Hang around a little longer. You'll figure it out that you were wrong about that one.
Let's see here. And Carl said, "Dale, I used to write funny emails at work, and one guy started calling me Uncle Carl, and it spread."
Yeah.
Nope.
Uncle Carl is always going to be Uncle Carl. If anybody wants to get formal with me like that, it's going to be Captain Dan.
Captain Dan. Damn it, no dog. Oh, great. He's going to show up now.
You refer to Uncle Carl and Aunt Donna as Uncle Carl and Aunt Donna to people that don't know them.
Has anybody ever accidentally said Aunt Carl and Uncle Donna? Or am I the only one that's done that one?
No, I had an
don't
uncle
know any
Julie.
that survived.
At HelloCon, so I don't know.
Right? It's entirely possible. People got confused by my Uncle Julie a lot, though. His full name was Julius. So in the family, everybody called him Uncle Julie. So, whenever somebody would say, "Oh, Uncle Julie," outside of the family, everybody's like, You're what now? And we're like, "Yeah, Uncle Julie."
I will save that for the green room, but the Uncle Julie let me. But it did sound really funny that when we always used my the last names for my great grandparents, and I never realized how funny it's that when somebody would talk about my great grandparents, and I said my great grandma Finger.
Oh gosh. Yep, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Last name Finger, like a phalange finger. Yeah, I didn't realize that until somebody looked at me really weird and goes, "Huh." And Dad said, not sure because I do not know, so I don't spill the beans. Oh, or your mother wants to top secret from me.
Buy the right size batteries, Dale.
No batteries need. Well, no.
Oh my. Oh my.
Yeah, I don't know.
La 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 la.
And midnight is in Eastern Canada. And Nick said that he's expecting my dad to step out of the TARDIS behind Dan.
You know what?
It's a big TARDIS. I never know when to stop adding rooms.
Surprise me. Like something like that would not surprise me. I'd just be like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
If I ever won stupid like lottery amounts of money, and bought property again, I would have a shed in just a random corner of the yard that is just police box size, totally done up like a TARDIS. That is, a ladder down, and then a straight shot to the house, so that people walk in it, and all of a sudden someone else tries to go in. Where they go? There's nowhere else to go.
Yep.
At some point in time, you got like 5 people walking out of it at once, and like, I've been in that. That's not that big.
How?
What's going on? And why are they straightening clothes?
How?
And my dad is scaring Nick. And David saying, "Nick gangstas." And Dan wants to let everybody know that there's room in his TARDIS for everyone.
And it's zombie apocalypse proof.
There we go.
Oh, wait a minute. Joey left again. I was waiting for an augur from him.
I was gonna say he's in no audio mode,
Oh.
so he probably got another
Yeah.
Dad said Rich and Big Bird on the barbet. And Nick said Miss Piggy is a sexual icon.
and she knows it and she rocks it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's amazing.
Nick said, which side gets Sweetums?
I think we need to let Sweetums pick their own side. I'm not arguing with them.
I always liked Janice for some reason as I got older. And Nick said Hard Rock, Coco, and Joe.
So it wasn't until I was much older that I realized that the Hard Rock Coco and Joe song was eerily similar to Blow the Man Down. Like, I heard somebody whistling, and I was like, is that the Hard Rock Coco and Joe theme? And they looked at me funny, and they're like, no. And then I spent the rest of my plow shift just contemplating life. Just thinking about life.
Let's see here. And Dad's a Big Bird on the Barbie, Rich. Would be interesting. Who gets the drumsticks?
Oh, Lord. That would be quite a while for cooking.
Yeah. You'd almost have to do that on a spit and just keep rotating it for 12 hours.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, that's what I was
Wishbone on that would have to be tug of war.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And if it
Or tractor pull. Just full on tractor pull it. That'd be great.
and
Which
if
team
anything
gets the
was-
wish?
is sparking any kind of art suggestions for next program next Wednesday, make sure you write those down. Sarah said, for shame in reading IHOP Ness in your head before speaking it. Doy, shame, I say. Hey, I'm trying to keep us green, not green room friendly.
Nope. You got the people that try to somewhat think before they speak.
I do sometimes. And Nick said he's laughing maniacally because I got scolded by the Duchess of Darkness. I know. And now she's laughing maniacally too. And Nick said, it won't let Dawn grab Joe. It wouldn't. For some reason, I could not get my pointer in the right spot. I was trying to grab him to... And here we go. Think before I speak, right?
Yep.
It
I
wasn't
give
letting
up
me grab Joe to
trying to
make the
think
cake.
before I speak because didn't save my job.
Uh-oh.
That was more of a. This sounds
She
like
lied to me.
Exactly.
And yeah, so I was trying to grab Joe to make him bigger. See, I know. Dad said that Joe's
Don't you know it works better if you just tickle him a little?
I could not grab it. My pointer was like, nope, nope, nope. Joe's beverage is for him to know and for us to determine later and find out if we live because of his comment.
Right. I will tell you what, some of those Dubby flavors are delicious. One of them tastes like pina colada. Oh yeah, it's good. So just caffeinated pina colada. So tasty.
That just sounds dangerous.
It is. It is. It's not like a fizzy drink, so.
Yes, Carl. Exactly.
Yeah.
And Nick said, dang it, Dawn, quit trying to grab my platonic husband.
The Joel pina colada juice cocktail and sugar-free Monster.
Oh,
The
yeah.
white candy.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
I need to not think about that because that's what I drink, the white monsters. So, also, Dawn, there is a lady at the European market up here who sells drink mixes that
Sells
can
what?
be made, drink mixes
Okay.
that can be made with or without alcohol.
Okay.
Some of them are
Dawn,
very
you're
tasty.
going to...
So, I am stocking up for Halicon for us.
Ooh. I have to check and see what's in them, though.
They have the ingredients listed.
Okay.
So,
Send me
I'm
on
just
that.
going to leave them in the pouch and bring a bunch down.
Dawn, you're going to have to Xander-proof that one.
Oh, Sarah's saying you have to work or shifts, or what did I zone back into? Sarah, we don't even know what you zoned back into at this point in time. Ha! And it is 8 o'clock, so it is time to stretch. It is time to hydrate. It's time to do all that fun stuff. So we're going to go ahead and play the ad, maybe. Where'd it go? There it is. We are going to be back in 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Click on the tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delights. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Hey! uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends, catch every twist and every turn. Madness comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness comic brightens days.
Hi. And Joe, you're muted yet.
I can read lips.
I read lips. I read lips.
Anybody who can read lips knows exactly what I said there.
Did you get the phone call that broke the final straw?
No, not yet. Because I have to be good because I actually have to go out on the job site tonight. So, even though I'm fairly certain that our company does promote drinking, but
They don't just accept it; they promote it.
Well, I mean, you've done the work. You know exactly why.
Nick says, I still want to see a dark side Harley Quinn paired with a clown from Spawn. Dang it.
Yep.
Nick, make your own versions of it.
No, he wants to see us cosplay as it.
Oh.
Yeah, he wants to see the cosplay.
Oh, I thought he was going to draw something. I was like, draw something similar to it. Mm-hmm. And Dave said, yes, Nick. And Donna goes, no batteries needed. Is it electric? Technically, no, but you could add electricity to it and make it look really pretty. And Sarah said, Midnight has the right idea. Teleports. Just look for the form that is blindingly pale and wearing black. That's me. Now I just have to find where I left it. And Woody is joining us. Hello, Woody. How are you this evening? And I think he's joining us over on Pop's channel. So welcome.
Yep.
Welcome. And Sarah goes, I didn't say anything about any specific topic, just FYI. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And Dad said, when I heard the la la la, it reminded me of Minnie Riperton's song. I don't know which that is. I can't play it though because of big word.
Copyright.
Thank you. And what he said, these hobbies are relaxing. They are.
Mm-hmm.
I can only count to 4.
If even that some days. Oh, are you ribbiting?
No, I'm unknotting.
Okay.
But I'm actually on the next row, so we're gonna see if this actually works.
Oh. Kitty said she doesn't need batteries because they're rechargeable. Oh my God, Dad. So he says, Big Bird phone call Saturday on ESPN. Be there or be square.
See, this is one of the reasons we love your dad.
All I can think about is the strongman competition.
Oh my God.
At Sesame Street Arena.
Oh, I'm gonna give me 3 steps.
Down the hall.
Wait, what?
Sarah says, it's so green room, especially when your dad's in here. It's only fun with the people I love. So love you, Dawn. Love you too, Sarah.
Oh, Lord. So many green room
Mr.
comments go through my
and
brain.
Big Bird try to pull each other off.
Oh my.
Yeah.
What's snuffleupagus? Snuffleupagus.
Oh.
Cargo, she was trying to grab Joe to not the green room. Exactly. That was one of those things that it's how you people take it. And
That's how you were trying to take it.
no, I just know my.
There's not
Yeah,
enough
I get
alcohol
to,
ever made.
I get to frog my little creation. So
No.
Oh, what'd you do?
well, I'm either too short or too long. I'll let you take your pick.
Really?
Well, so this part here
Okay.
is too long to have all this wrap and actually come down to the end, or this part is too short to wrap around and come down to the end. So therefore, it is either too long or too short. I'll let you take your pick.
Mm-hmm. And dancing in the rain. I like pina coladas. I like dancing in the rain. I've never seen a sand dune at midnight.
I have.
Eh.
They're cold, even in Florida.
Dad wants to know, Rich, what is a sugar-free Monster?
Monster Energy drink has the sugar-free flavors for us diabetics who still need that zap of energy, but need to be somewhat behaving.
I was gonna say it's what I drink for breakfast. Part of my breakfast every morning.
It's so that they don't find blood in my sugar stream. They find sugar in my bloodstream.
It's this can.
Yes.
It's part of Trey's balanced breakfast.
Well, it's because you can't find the damn sandwiches.
That's lunch.
It was lunch, and it was one time, thank you.
Twice.
It was 2 times, thank you.
3 times a lady. Oh,
get out of my head, Rich.
Right. Sarah said, "Oh, I forgot Xander was in earshot. Whoops." And Nick's like, "That's okay. We love you, Xander." Thank you, Wiggles. Sarah goes, "Sweet. I thought I was going to have to pull my toenails out from between my teeth for putting both feet in my mouth again." And Nick said, "Sarah, there are far better uses for your flexibility than that." Woo, you think? Oh, and Ruby thinks you said shoot, by the way, Joe.
Yeah, he definitely said shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, darn.
Nick said, "I hope so." And Nick Carl sure said, "Sure he did." So Dad goes, "Joe, so does a rain delay a welcome sight for the workers to indulge possibly?"
Well, it depends on the type of work we're doing. They're just doing guardrails so they can actually work in the rain. Now, if this was putting the steel mat down for a new bridge deck, the first drop that came down, you would have seen all the iron workers scatter like cockroaches in a room that just had the light turned on.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Joe's apartment.
I actually made that joke today.
Oh.
I was like, I'm not a steel worker. I don't mind working in the rain, but... Okay.
Donna said, "And I can take it every chance I get. I miss something."
Well...
She's taking it every chance she can get. And Nick says we take it any way we can. She picks too long. Oh, okay. That was if Joey was too long or too short. Donna said you're too long, Joey.
No.
Thank you for the vote of confidence.
She said she would prefer the too long.
Huh?
So would I.
Just measure everything in centimeters. It makes you feel better.
There's a too short or too long mini-me, Dr. Evil talking about him being a tripod.
Oh, God.
Oh, Dad, you do have the key to the green room. You just haven't used it. He said he does not have the key. I've tempted him, but I may blush a little or be very, very scared. Let's not forget, you raised me and I'm in the green room.
The apple didn't fall very far from that particular tree.
I'm perfect angel.
Oh, that came out. Shit.
Yeah, that's
Quiet part out loud, did you?
And Carl said, Dale, I created the green room and sometimes it scares me. Well,
Nothing to see here. Move along.
I'm sure that my dad can respond to that with Carl. I created the dawn and sometimes she scares me.
Here comes
As I was about
the
to say,
dawn.
to the perfect angel content. Hello, Lucifer.
Donna goes, I think, Dale, you've been in the green room before. Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, when you were up visiting.
Yeah, a little bit
Yep.
here and there.
You didn't intend to, but Dawn drug you in anyway.
But we did do one hell of a show one night. Was that
Yeah.
That was a Wednesday night show. Damn. Dad said, Rich is a very calm and reasonable monster.
Sometimes.
And Nick said they should bring back caffeinated Butterfinger Buzz Bar. What?
Right? Yeah.
Never heard of that one, but suddenly it interests me strangely.
All of us, for that matter.
Oh, I
I was
remember
in a
those.
gas station the other day, and they were selling buzz bombs, and I'm like, huh? But at least they weren't selling them cold.
Yeah, they're
That would really
Caffeinated
scare me.
Kitty does have a question, Rich. She wants to know how Thesis' commission is coming.
I need to swap out 2 rings and get him another pick, and then find out what his other commission was, because he didn't tell me what the other commission was.
It's good to know what the commission is in order to do so.
That does help.
Sarah said there's another epic thing to do in the rain, too.
That's highly overrated unless you're in the screened-in porch. Believe me, I know.
So do I. If it's summertime and it's 110 degrees outside with 85% humidity, feels good in the rain. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, slip and slide feels good whether you're in the rain or whatever. I mean, it's just great as long as there's like no rocks under it.
Right? Oh, God, the rocks on the slide.
It depends on if you like rocks or not.
Rocks hurt on slip and slides.
Oh, wait. Never mind.
Some people are into that kind of thing.
Donna said yes. Dan is correct.
Apparently my middle child.
And raindrops keep falling on their heads. And Nick goes, just ask Joe, I can help. Sarah's all over, and there's a heart to Sarah and a winky from Sarah. Dad goes, the green room reminds me of the Hotel California as it was described to me. May never come out.
True.
Believe me, when we all split up for the night, I don't think there's a single one of us that doesn't wish that we were still there.
Pretty
No
much.
matter how much sleep beckons, it's so much fun.
Nick said, oh, hi, Kitty. And Sarah said, full up in the open with amazing rain. Yes, what brother said.
See?
Oh.
Sarah knows.
Tara says, the girls say night, Auntie. I'm going to be sliding off to bed also. Have a good night, everyone. Good night, Tara. And be careful of sliding.
Good night, sister and niecelings.
Be good, girls. Love you.
Thank you, Wiggles. And Carl said I moved and I thought I was leaving. No, just adjusting my back a little bit.
She just gets up and just walks away midstream, like, goodbye.
Screw you guys. I'm
More
going home.
you know.
It would be even funnier if she just got up, left, and then she comes back in and just lays down and like, good night.
We have not had a more you know moment.
Shame on us.
How just
I know,
Right? We have not been educational tonight.
Ah,
For shame.
We
Never
What do you
French
think,
kiss a light
summertime?
socket. There.
Amen.
Educational.
What'd you say?
Educational.
I said never French kiss a light socket. There. Educational. Thank you, Bull Shannon Night Court.
But it's quite the electrifying experience.
You can melt your polyester underwear.
Night Court was great.
That's what you get for wearing polyester underwear. Oh.
What about, never mind. Nope.
Don't go there. Go there.
You know what? Here's the thing. At least I know when my brain starts going somewhere that you know that when I'm going, nope, my brain is.
We're going with you. We're just all like, yeah, nope.
Yeah, Foxy is really difficult to distract.
Say what?
And I just succeeded.
Locked in.
These are the powers of an old god of Appalachia.
And these are their stories.
Sarah said, never come out. Carl goes, just sleep under the desk and rejoin as desired. Yes, Mr. Gin Man.
Right.
Night Tara from Carl. And then Sarah said, I do, brother. So freaking amazing. And then Dad said, hey, Rich, does the rain roll off your back in the rain? And does the rain get into someone else's eyes?
I think that was aimed at me and not Rich.
No, because Rich is so tall. Just bloop.
Oh.
But can't it be both?
Right?
I don't know. The rain starts at my knees.
Oh.
Nope. Thank you, saying thank you, Tara. And Sarah goes, what underwear?
Things I should not know.
Wow.
I figured out. Nice.
The paracord.
Dang, you've been.
But when you're in your 50s and have a hernia, you gotta wear a truss.
Well, I already had 2 of these created before the start of the show.
Ew.
But that's not bad considering I've had to hop off for phone calls most of the night too.
Right? No, you're cranking.
There goes Joe hopping again. Joe, you gotta hop sometime for me when I see you.
Hopping is like running. I have to have a really, really, really good reason, especially due to my ankles.
Okay, I'll give you that. I like this. Carl goes, and Foxy just keeps working.
Which is where I said, and she's so hard to distract. And then she goes, what?
No, she's not. You just get my.
Shut up.
All right, so you know those baby bouncy swings?
Hold on a second. Hobo. Hi, Hobo.
Okay.
Oh. Treat her time, Mom. I'm out.
No, I already did that. I did that before that show.
So those little bouncy or those little baby bouncy things that you stick them in and you hook them to the door jamb.
Yeah.
We need to find a way to hook one of those up for people of extra dimensional sizes here, and hook one of those up at HoloCon, and then she could see him bounce and hop. This way it won't screw up. This way it won't screw up his ankles.
That actually sounds kind of fun.
The space hoppers.
That actually sounds really fun.
That actually does sound fun.
It sounds like a trampoline, but without the joint damage.
Yeah.
I mean, so I want to open up an adult, fun park type thing, where, like kids get their little trampoline and parkour stuff, and we'd have room that's playing the theme song to the Dukes of Hazzard, and there's just a car hood, and on the other side is a bunch of really fluffy blocks so you don't break anything.
Yes.
What did you just do, Joey? Did you burn yourself, Joey?
Well, I'm learning tonight that paracord is flammable.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I already knew that.
Okay, I was about to say, please tell me you knew that.
yeah.
That's a play on the joke of the acetone.
What'd you call me?
Hey, if somebody called me acetone, I would take it as a compliment.
I would be like, I don't think that word means what you think it means. But
Well, it's a little bit thinner. And Joe, yes, hot residue from flaming paracord is hot.
Well, it didn't feel hot until I squeezed it.
Melting polyester.
Wow,
Yeah,
I somehow butchered this.
Because that's literally what it is polyester.
yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
Nick's asking if I'm plotting a sleeping stream, Dawn. Josh mentioned Sisters of... No.
There's no need. I've already got plenty of videos with 6 or 8 hours of me sleeping on camera.
There's a whole section on Kick where people just sleep. It's a thing.
What's weird is
Monetized for sleeping, I guess.
Andy Warhol back in the 60s did a movie.
Why the hell can I get that
where it
job?
was literally just filming somebody sleeping for 6 hours.
Right? Yeah. But yeah, it's the whole thing, like, on streams. Just do it and get monetized, I guess.
I don't think people want to hear me snore. I'd rather do my puzzle streams.
Apparently, like, for feet pics and stuff, the more messed up your feet are, the more people pay. Yeah, I know. I'm like, I
don't even want to know. I'm just gonna
right.
Nope.
Where were fake videos when I didn't care about my health?
I know, right? I'm like,
oh, Kitty goes, every time I hear Slip and Slide, I think of that episode, 1,000 Ways to Die.
I loved that show.
I know exactly which one she's talking about too.
I loved that show so much.
And
That was
David
such a
saying,
fun
Walton's
show.
Night John Boy.
Somebody died from a slip and slide.
God, they died
Okay.
in so many weird ways.
So I'm going to have to tell the story then because I remember exactly what she's talking about. So there was this guy who put up a slip and slide on a bit of an incline, and he didn't realize that when he laid it down, there was a nail sticking up right in the center of it.
Ooh.
He went rocking down the hill. The nail pierced him right up underneath his rib cage and just ripped everything out on the way down.
Oh.
Yep.
That's not right.
No.
That's not healthy for you.
I
can feel the cringe from here. Ew.
I have heard of adults that have broke their necks on slip and slides. And I thought that's where you're going with that. I didn't know that's where you're. Ooh.
Nope.
No,
It was a
Thousand Ways to
nail.
Die never had like normal deaths on it.
I think that the very first episode had someone who stood in a rain puddle and grabbed a light post to steady themselves because they were drunk and got struck by lightning.
Yes. Yeah.
That one I remember.
Yeah, they had like some of the weirdest ways to die. I wonder if that's still like streaming anywhere. Oh no, it was one of my favorite shows because it was just so weird.
1,000 Ways to Die.
Straight, get out of my head because I was thinking about that myself.
Me and Foxy found Second from Disaster on YouTube and just randomly started watching it just to kill time sometimes.
Nick says, Old Gods of Appalachia Special Victims Unit. Dun dun!
That's when you get a call that you can't refuse going out for.
Donna said that I could make you hop with ice, Joey.
That's true. We could probably do it to John better.
True.
More.
Let's hear. Out of all the people here, Dan was with that day.
No, John. John, I know for a fact that John keeps an eye on wherever Dawn is, self-defensively.
Hey, it was perfect.
It was once. You're never going to be able to do it again, and you're still waiting on the payback.
Yeah, I know. Like I told them, I deserve it. Just don't do anything that'll put me in the hospital.
Right.
No way to take all the fun out of it.
Well, I don't feel like being in a hospital in Dalton, Georgia.
Yeah.
Dad said Foxy's so focused, it's hard to believe she does not make a mistake. Young lady.
Well, I make plenty of mistakes.
Yeah, she's with me.
Okay.
Dang.
That's like the other day somebody came up and was talking to Lindsay and I and saying, "Oh well, at least your husband is trying." And I looked at him and I said, "Yeah." She tells me I'm very trying sometimes.
And girl said, trouble in Utah. Nick said they sell those, Rich, seriously. And Xander has gone off to the shower. may the green room shenanigans light start. As I said, light.
I don't know. That little gesture there and laugh. That had connotations of things it shouldn't have had.
If
you have Prime Video, you can buy 1,000 Ways to Die Season 1 for $20. Or you can go in and buy each episode of the season for $0.
For $0?
For
what?
$0.
I'm doing math.
Oh. That math isn't nothing, but okay. Interesting.
No. So like something was putting some main a lot of air.
Normally $1.99, but it's striked out and it's $0.
Okay. So now's the time for me to get a show.
That thesis that her could distract Kim says that her thesis could distract Foxy, but it might get us banned from YouTube, like here and Twitch as well.
It might.
And Carl goes, we all need a shower after this episode. This one's been pretty mild.
I took my shower before this episode.
And then Nick turns around and says this. I accidentally invoked the term accidental shibari on Sisters of the Heart, and she had never heard the term. Poor Tosh!
I was like, Tosh, do not look this up on stream. It is not family friendly. Because sometimes she'll look things up to figure out what they are. And I'm like, don't look it up. Don't look it up.
No. There are lots of things that people say on YouTube that you should never look up.
Well, her community is pretty family friendly. So, they don't usually say things that she'll look up and it's not family friendly. So I informed her she should not do that.
It must be wonderful to be that innocent.
As I said in her chat, Tosh is a cinnamon roll, and I will protect her with everything I have.
So is that what that came from?
That is why that comment happened.
And I came in shortly after that comment, and I'm like, that's a very unusual comment to come into.
Right? No, she is a cinnamon roll, and I love her. She is so innocent in some things.
But she's so sweet. I love her.
Which is kind of funny because her husband was in the military. It's like, how do you have any innocence left?
Yeah, because some people are just good people. Dad wants to know, Joe, are you telling us paracord can replace a fuse?
I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't either.
Okay.
It would melt.
And Midnight says, looking good, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
There goes that, and then land in chlorine. There goes, slip and slides don't generally have chlorine. That's just where my head went. You're welcome for that imagery.
I mean, you could slip and slide into a pool,
Yes, it has
That
been
would-
done before.
right? Like that's just fun.
You can also slip and slide into a granite rock, but that's only if the person that set it up is particularly sadistic.
That's just that's.
That's why you check where it goes.
Dad said that they
Or a certain coyote.
Right? Yeah. Or
need.
what?
Slip and bleed. Yeah.
Yeah, Dad
Yeah.
said that slide story makes me think they should change the name to Slip and Bleed.
I mean,
Slip and die.
Nick says it is written in the book of Deuter Thottery, book 4, chapter 20, verse 60. It is nice. For are not $20, $20?
nice.
And
$20.
apparently I made Nick. I nearly made him hop and stump. My God, is my witness. I didn't know you were there.
Oh,
And all I was doing was swinging my arm.
Yeah, and knowing Nick's height and your height, and knowing how the range of your arms actually are, I can just imagine it exactly what hopping was going on there.
I was
Was
sitting
that
down.
when we were us getting the lesson in single stick?
Put it this way, Big Stompy Robots almost had a different meeting. No, Dad. Thesis is not going to share any ideas.
Oh, I absolutely can share ideas. I can send some articles. I can send some pictures. Depends on what you want.
No.
There are entire magazines devoted to that pursuit.
Also true.
And if not, I have a copy of the Kama Sutra I'm not using now that I'm old.
Remember, Dad's is
I
old as
used
fuck.
okay, so I used copy of the Kama Sutra. Just
No. I would scan it. I'm not gonna part with it.
oh,
Can the pages
sorry,
still be parted?
giggle.
No, the pages are fine.
I know.
I gave mine away to my older brother because he obviously needed it more than I do.
I mean, I've got it memorized, but where am I going to hire servants to help with some of the more advanced things?
I mean,
Especially at my age.
For that.
Okay.
Definitely
I'm
websites.
probably going to get in much trouble for sharing this story, but I don't care. Because this is the week where Richie gives no Ets. Misty and I had purchased a copy to try early on in the marriage. And we're sitting there, we're looking at things, and we're like, how the hell that is not possible. I don't think Reed Richards could do that. And we're just like, we're good because that's not the way we want to go to the emergency room.
Another one.
Just
That sent me to
Yo.
Oh, that show was hilarious too.
broken nicks due to trying one of the more basic things in there.
Titanium.
Oh,
And don't worry, Nick. In reference to this comment, we have ways. We have ways. Indeed, we do.
Wi-Fi enabled means yes. Distractor was like, just saying. And Sarah goes, I meant slip and sliding into chlorine after the nail shreds you. Oh, the burning.
Oh,
He was
no.
long dead before that, so I don't think it would have mattered to him at all.
And Nick said I was supposed to say verse 69, dang it.
Oh, really? Taking advantage of Sandra taking a long shower, I suppose.
Carl goes, poor Dawn's back is hurting, so should we end? Does it look like this is going to end anytime soon? Nick goes, I know, Dawn, your arm fell into the gravity well. This. All I did was this. Ooh, pretty. Can't help it, you were steaming right there and I wasn't looking because I was too busy concentrating on the game in front of me. Not the game to the left of me. And Sarah said, yep. Oh, Dark Pope, no unnecessary physical pain.
Yeah, but the operative word there is unnecessary.
And Dad says, Dawn, when you will expect the authorities to... What?
The authorities know better than to mess with us.
Nick said, Sarah, unnecessary, yes, but voluntary? You guys are... I voluntarily put myself through pain every week, but I enjoy it.
I do too. Every time I wake up, I'm voluntarily putting myself through pain.
I admit my back
I do
hurts
until Tuesday.
my back hurts every day, and it hurts when I'm doing this, but I know it's so worth the pain.
That's what she said. Yes. Sarah, you and I need to have a private chat and see whether or not you've heard of my neighbor from 2 driveways down. She has a couple of books, and you might be interested in that. So
Yeah, I'm not reading that out loud. Joey, that one's yours.
What, Sarah's?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were already looking at your dad's further down. Sarah says, well, I know BDSM community, if you want more advice in the Kama Sutra, good times.
Yes, that Nicholas Tucker and
Yeah, I think that one's going to you too, Joe.
Dale, it's one that's all photographs. There's not much text whatsoever.
Sorry, somebody's got to read that one because I ain't reading that one.
I got it at a newsstand. What edition of the Sutra do you have? Sorry for the caps. Some reason the blood left my fingers. I think it was just your blood was shifted to an alternate location.
Temporarily redirected.
Yeah, there's just pineapple decor everywhere. Some of it's upside down. It's fine. Different colored loofahs.
I'm not reading that one either.
Oh, come on.
No.
Does the green room have
We
swingers
don't have
and
any weird
couches?
No. Dad?
And
So
and I can't swear for everybody else in here, but the only swing I've ever had is one that hangs from chains and is on a front porch.
So that's how they do it down there.
That's how they do it in East Tennessee, and they put it on public display.
Well, was it John Allen? No, crap. John something. Just a swinging.
John Anderson.
Anderson, yes. A-word,
Yeah.
definitely an A-word.
And Dawn, I know the other day you said you didn't see any purple, which I'm sure I've got purple in this bag of stuff here.
Thousands of colors of paracord.
But I did order.
Oh no, Grateful Dead paracord.
Acid purple.
I guess if you guys are going to threaten to tie me to a chair, I might as well get to pick what color it's going to be.
Yep.
Now you're making high industrial strike. Oh,
Yeah, well, we can't pick out what color the chair is going to be because the hotel supplies those. But
No pun intended on the high.
let's see here. Nick said you
If it's Grateful Dead themed, then acid might be something else.
Yeah. Yeah, Nick said you need the expanded high-res, full-color photo version of that book, Rich. Nope. Oh, Lord. I don't even know if I can read this from Carl.
Oh, Carl.
He's not wrong. You do go to a couch, and that's inside of a green room, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, hey, I do have purple.
That looks very
That's
neon.
nowhere near enough.
Girls are not exactly swingers, and no couches unless Dawn has to give up her computer and go in the living room, which, yes, it's a couch, it's a sofa. It's a love seat. That makes it even worse.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
That's a dual rocking love seat with recliners in a
That's
green
kind of a
room.
cool color.
It's not getting any better.
Yeah.
DSM Kama Sutra is necessary. Nick had a 4-hour stream. A 4-hour
Dream.
Oh, hey, one more hour and you'll be able to monetize on Kick then.
Yeah.
There you go. Sarah, and then it was actually, that's funny, is because towards the end I was able to come back on. I started doing stuff on Kick, and he's like, "Show again, man." And I popped in the background, I'm like, "Ee." That was me. Sarah said that would be a fun chat with your neighbor, Dan. And
You probably already know her name. She's quite famous.
Sarah goes, "Wait, what did I
And
say?"
suddenly I'm having a vision. I can't remember it.
Sarah, oh my God, the old Megs with the zero shaving anywhere. I almost horsed.
You know how I know this is a 60s porno?
Yep.
Both had sideburns.
That's one way. You didn't get anything shaved in the magazines until at least the late 70s.
All right, Dawn, question for you real quick.
Thank you.
Do you want
Me per Nick.
Do you want a paracord bracelet done in purple? Or do you want a little keychain thing done in purple?
Wait, where are my options again?
Keychain thing done in keychain thing done in purple?
Okay.
Or bracelet?
Keychain.
Keychain. All right.
I better get something after dealing with you.
Should I make her the long one like I did for myself, dear?
I mean,
You know, eventually you're going to have to just go ahead and make the handcuffs.
Well, I used the full 10-foot thing for a keychain for myself.
Sarah said, "Keep going, Dawn's dad. So much fun right now." Gee, Sarah, thanks.
I like this color too.
Wow, Dan, exhibitionist porch swing. Talk about Southern hospitality.
Right.
Hey, you never hear about what gets done on the back porch swing.
oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my.
In One Night in Tonica by Linda Cox. You got to read that. Just saying, if that's what you. And Ruby goes, "I used to be so innocent." I know I say that every week, but it's true. I did too, Ruby. I still am very innocent.
No, you're not.
What? I feel more and more innocence that I forgot I had just slipping away every week with this group.
I'm still as innocent as they come.
Not the green room. Not the green room.
I am innocent.
Sarah said, "I already have a Kinctionary online. The more you freaking know." Just for Sarah.
We're gonna give Dawn an 8-incher here.
We need links, Sarah. Come on, hook us up.
Okay, so Joe, I've had a 6-inch and a 12-inch, but how big's an 8-inch?
You're about to find out.
Okay, so that's a running joke about somebody we know, and it's about sandwiches.
Are these sandwiches that you misplaced?
No, I did not misplace these sandwiches. She was ordering a sandwich, and she, hand to God, went, "I've had a 6-inch and I've had a 12-inch. How big's an 8-inch?"
Somewhere in between.
These were measurements. They were measurements.
Oh.
Hi, baby. Yeah. I was in distress.
Carl's glad you found some purple paracord because Menards didn't have any. So.
Yes.
There goes, where I have my profile name is Ruby Lotus that no one on the site is caught on to is where the Kinctionary is.
And I finally have a reply for Sarah. Sarah, you may already know this lady. Her name is Professor Gloria Brame, Brame.
Okay.
And she threw a party once when she had just moved into the house, she and her wife and her husband, and apologized to me, saying, "I'm sorry, I didn't think before I invited you. You're probably the only straight guy in the entire room." And I said, so what? And then a few minutes later, I had one of those what I should have said thoughts, and I went, "Oh, actually, I'm a science fiction writer. I already outweird everybody in the room by about 180%." So.
Dad says, Rich, in Minnesota, we cannot do what they do in Tennessee. Sorry for the caps again, but we went to the backyard, and for some reason, he lost his audio.
Partial ban.
Dad, if you weren't my dad, there would be so many loaded things that I would say on there, but I can't because you're my dad, and that's just wrong on so many levels. Although I'm sure that everybody that knows me knows what I'm thinking, and I'm friends with them, so I'm sure they're thinking it too. Yep.
I have a very sweet, innocent, clean mind. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Oh.
Sarah goes, they still don't get it. Carl goes, poor Ruby, the more you know. And he goes, I would have done the last hour, but I thought Dawn needed something, so I ended the stream. You were ending the stream when I came on, I thought. But you got to see what happens when I'm watching Cat's ad. So I'm sorry if I stopped it early for you, but honestly, while we were chatting, there was somebody that was missing somebody and wanted to spend some time with you. So I helped with that. Sarah said a slave choker thing would be the choice of the day per Joe's question. Sarah goes, it's like we're sisters, Dawn. We torture each other, yes. And I had enough. My sister and I have tortured each other enough in almost 50 years that we're good at it.
I probably should not post this link here.
Nick said
I get a whooping.
The bracelet, and you're almost there. Dad says, Sarah, I will oblige. And hold on here, we got to embiggenate somebody.
Yes, embiggenated.
Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, that's
I like
great.
those colors.
I have fun choosing all of them.
What's that?
I had fun choosing them.
Yeah, that turned out really nice.
That is very bright and pretty.
Colors.
Looks nice. Sarah said, rock on. I know she wasn't talking about your flowers because at the time you didn't have your flowers on, but I'm going to second her rock on for your flowers.
Um,
What the hell am I doing here?
Oh,
I don't even know what I'm
reading
doing.
comments.
Sarah goes, if I enter the link in here, it could cause the channel to get shut down, more of an underground site. Okay, please don't.
Fair enough.
Sarah goes, but I'm ever so innocent too. Sarah, you and I are about the same age, and we know what it's like to be on that tail end of Gen X. Never mind. Nick said, I need more leather to address custom commission, Sarah. Okay, I'm doing this is actually a serious comment. I wonder if that place in the mall, I sent you their information, what they do with all their scrap leather. Just an idea, Nick. Just an idea. Sarah said, nope, name doesn't ring a bell, and for sure, Nick. And Sarah goes, oh, you don't know the crowd I hang with. Dang, this is keeping it very clean level.
all right. Should I risk posting the link for Sarah because I can't do it in a private comment to her alone?
If you pass it on to me, Dan, I can DM it to her on Facebook.
Okay, let me put it in the private chat.
There we go.
And Carl looked up Gloria Brame on Wikipedia. Then I went to add to favorites, and it already was. Apparently, Dan has either talked about her before, or Carl knows about her.
Or calling it
Kitty says,
There we go.
That's for the people who want to keep it covert.
She's a very nice lady. And she's got a PhD in not sexuality. What is what is the college word for it? Sexology. There we go. Finally dredged that up from my vocabulary.
Sarah said, working in 2 factories, a major university health center, 99.9% all real male roommates. Nothing of the sort phases me. I just have to be careful to not get the channel shut down. This is why we are sister. Because everything I say is perfectly innocent.
There we go. Link has been passed on. So, Sarah, if you check your Facebook Messenger.
Dad said, Joe, you can go to hell for lying, also for lying, my friend. See you there. Nick has stumbled between the sacred and the profane and have for some time. Carl's a very nice Foxy, and Sarah's a witty. I've been coloring a tattoo coloring book during the show, chiming in every once in a while. Hey, I have a coloring book too.
That you
Just
do.
remember, when you get to the gates of hell, I'll be handing out programs. Hitler on Ice at 8 o'clock.
Dad goes, wow, Foxy looks very good, and he's colorblind. It's true. And Ron Fitzgerald, for those who know him, I would lose some friends from the things I've done. Jeebus. I remember I was a counselor for many years. I want you to mush my head. Dad said, Nick.
Then he sobered up.
No, he didn't. Dad said, Nick, last night in an auction, I could have bought some leather for you, very tempted because of the price. Dad, talk to Dan and Nick because they're both leather people.
So am I, but never mind.
That has several connotations that don't apply.
Especially with the conversation that's been going on. Wow.
I'm a simple craftsman. That's all.
Okay. I would say leather worker. Leather worker.
That too has several connotations.
I know. Dang. Conversation coupled with the dang.
I make stuff out of leather. That's all.
Yep.
There you go, Dawn.
What people do with it after you make it, that's entirely up to them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, that is pretty. I love how he didn't.
Seriously, you cranked that out in like 2 seconds.
Somebody's gonna finish reading the
Hey, the distance between the thought and the deed is very, very short.
Oh, shit.
So the only thing short on me. Anyway, going back to the comments, we got Nick saying, I appreciate the thought. Sarah says, I used to listen to a sexologist for quite a while back, maybe 25 years ago.
Was it Sex Talk with Grandma?
Sue Johansson.
Sarah said that might be who you're talking about, Dan, if she was on TV.
No, she hasn't. She has a private practice. She writes books, which is what that link was for, to one of her books.
And add it to my Amazon wishlist.
Hey, she's got 2 or 3 more out there that you should check out as well. There's a sequel to that one, but sadly, her husband passed away unexpectedly a few years back, and she and her wife are not shopping around for another one anytime soon. So they got I could have bought that house instead of this one, but it's a good thing I didn't because it was right in the path of a tornado, and they had one come through her yard, tear up her picnic area, which was pretty much a same sort of thing you'd see in a park, and then hop across the road in front of my house, rip the top out of a oak tree, and proceed from there into the next county.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're going to get through these last few comments and wrap up the show here. Carl says we just broke Trey.
Yep, you did.
Sarah's saying she'll check it out. Nick says, Sarah, if you lose friends because of your past, they weren't your friends anyway. This is true. And Dale says, let the beating begin on my leather. And Nick says, I am a jolly tinker. Sarah said, cool link, Dan. Not nearly what I was expecting. She's all good. Seems pretty vanilla. Sounds like a sweet lady.
No, she's very far from vanilla.
And Dan says, Sarah, certain grandmas can still use advice. I know.
Oh, no.
And Nick saying, Sue Johansson taught many of us in the old days. And Kitty says, I remember Sue. That was an interesting show.
Let's talk with
Oh,
grandma.
Kiri came in at the right time.
Kiri.
Donna says, I used to advise in a sex room on AOL many years ago. I was let go when they found out I was polyamorous. Wait, what?
Say what?
What?
What? Hold on.
What?
No.
That is not a disqualifying factor.
No,
That
it
doesn't
shouldn't be.
make sense.
Nick says, shoot my friends, give advice in room during. And Carl saying, good night, everyone. Good evening, Kiri. We're wrapping up the show. It is probably for the best at this point.
Hey, Kiri.
Dale says, thanks for the fun, guys. I really needed it. And Sarah says, just vanilla from what I'm used to, but I just can't say it in here.
Fair enough.
And Carl's announcing that they'll be counseling on Friday for Dawn.
I appreciate that.
And Kiri says they don't want poly folks to give love advice.
We're
Right,
like the
that
best
seems
people
like-
for it to give advice. You know what? Never mind.
That seems like they would be more qualified because you've got like extra interpersonal relationships going on compared to like
let me just say it's complicated.
right like we're not even going to like the Seattle polycule level of stuff going on here.
Oh, I have friends in that.
All right, so we will be back next. Well, some of us will be back next Wednesday. Dawn, when do you leave? Dawn, is it next week?
I'll be here next Wednesday.
Okay, I won't be here because I will have.
Dad, no.
It's polyester, Dawn. What are you talking about? Sarah says, great show. Donna's saying good night. And most of us will be back next Wednesday. I do have town meetings, so I will not be here. So with that, folks, oh, good Lord.
Let's see.
You're having the geometry of polydrama is a mathematical conundrum.
Hey, bring up Rich real quick. That's not Rich.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Red with thick accent.
I like that.
Sorry, I just happened to see that. So
No, you're good. Kiri said Seattle Polycool sounds like everybody in the city.
Okay, that one it's complicated. It's yeah.
There's a lot of geometry involved in that.
Kind of schedule.
Kitty said there's a new show on TLC about Poly. It's awful. Dale saying goodnight. Kiri saying everyone is in a Polycool with each other over there.
Fair enough.
And Dale says, "Wow, Rich." And Tosh is here from Sisters of the Hook. Good evening, Tosh. We are actually about to roll the end credits. And she's saying, "Holy crapes, I looked for you guys to raid, but didn't see Hall. I thought you guys had ended. What the heck? I'm sorry." That's okay. We're actually we're wrapping up right now, so
Probably the best that people didn't jump into that in the middle of that.
There's a lot of jumping in going on.
So
literally and figuratively.
Yep. And Midnight saying good night, Midnight. With that, folks, we're gonna call it a night. Y'all have a great evening.
And
A girl.